A new scheme by York City Council is aiming to reduce traffic and congestion within the city walls. This will be done by using drivers' mobile data. It will track their movements and whether they are stopped or within congestion. The data will be collected 24 hours a day along York's A59 route. This will aim to prevent information to officials on congestion and traffic jams. This information can then be passed on to the public so they know where they can avoid. And speaking to me now is the York Councillor for Transport, Peter Dew.
Right, this is called the Iberacum scheme, and Iberacum or Iboracum, or however you want to pronounce it, is obviously the Latin name for York. And it's a government funded scheme to gather real-time information on traffic movements. What it does, and it's along the A59 route, that's Burbridge Road, Poppleton Road, all the way into York Station and Memorial Gardens. It records information from all sorts of things. It might be your mobile phone, but don't worry about that. It might be your sat-nav, or it might even be, if you've got a posh new car, the data recording system that some cars have these days that actually sends technical information back to the manufacturer. It says, right, that mobile phone's past this place, it's past that one, it's past that one, so we know how fast the traffic's moving. And although people might say, well, why don't you just go out and have a look, see how fast this traffic's moving, or look at the CCTV network, which we've got, it gives a much more much better real-time view of what's happening. We're getting a fantastic experience from it. All right, it might be costing us a bit, but it's going to be worthwhile in the end. I hope it's successful, because if it is, we can then introduce it on other corridors into York. And as I said, it gives a much better real-time view of what's happening, and because it's automatic, the information is automatically fed into the traffic light control system, it will help traffic flow more easily. Because quite simply, we've got a very old city. It's built on the Roman and the Viking street pattern, and we can't start knocking buildings down and making more space for traffic, so we've got to use it as best and most efficiently as we can. If it's rolled out to the whole city eventually, and it will take a few years before something like this happens, then we can keep an eye on traffic flows in various parts of the city. One of the most difficult things about traffic in York, apart from the fact that the streets in the centre are so narrow, is that the traffic queues are different every day. You go out this afternoon, 2:30 on a Friday afternoon, and traffic's fairly light coming in from, say, the Wigginton direction. On other days, particularly when it's bad weather, it's block solid, and it could be another Friday at 2:30, and because everything is so effectively random, we can't say, right, we do this on a Friday afternoon, we do that on a Monday morning, because it doesn't necessarily follow from one day to the next. It drives the bus operators mad, but they just have to do the best they can, and we can make the whole traffic system more efficient as a result.